Hi, welcome June 2024. So this month we're going to be working with the number vibrations 6. We're going to be working again with 5. However, this month it's a 514 and we're still working with the collective number cycle, which is 8. Okay, so let's talk a little bit first around 5 because so May was definitely around 5. 5 represents the body, our physical sense, like how we navigate through the world, our experiential self. 5 wants freedom, it wants adventure, it wants experiences. And so this month, the body is still going to be a bit of an emphasis. And, in May, it was interesting that we had so many intense solar flares, which can really take a toll on the body. We're up leveling and upgrading our actual physical body right now exponentially. And we're also flushing out a lot of, just old programming and old emotions that our soul does not want to go forward with as these new frequencies and new consciousness comes available to us. So it's been a lot. And so if you feel that you've been experiencing additional intensity with the body, just could be an extra fatigue, exhaustion, insomnia has been a major symptom of, just dealing with these energies and frequencies coming in and activations, because we're also being activated. Even at our DNA level, we're being activated. So dormant coding is being activated. So the invitation is just, again, like taking extra care with the body. That's still for June, because 5 is still prevalent for this month. And just so extra self-care, it could be just, what do I need? What does my body need? Do I need more water? Do I need more sunlight? Do I need more rest? Do I need different types of food? Do I need to laugh or dance more? Just kind of really what am I needing? And that could be, even throughout the day, the way that some of these waves have been kind of coming through. It could be just going through your day and tuning in regularly. How am I feeling? What do I need? Releasing tension as much as possible. And the additional number this month is also 14-5. So 14 is a significant number. Last month we had 13-4, which also 13 is also significant. So we don't have 4 now, finally, for the first couple months. We've had 4 for a couple months in a row. We're having 5. That's kind of the theme this year. So the significant numbers themselves can represent just an additional gift, a talent, message, even a warning. And so it's, again, taking notice kind of the themes. This, their cycle is kind of like our weather climate. It's really just about, kind of, is it a rainy day? Is it a sunny day? Is it a windy day? Like, what kind of day is it? And that's how we want to really just approach these themes when they come up, and paying attention. How are these themes playing out? Not all the themes will necessarily play out for all of us. It's really just based on, kind of where our soul's at. It will combine with our own personal cycle, and it will really just depend on kind of like what's coming up in our own process personally, in our own relationships, etc. So just really, kind of taking what resonates and being aware of the themes, and then how are they playing out for you? Are they playing out for you? It just helps us to kind of get a little bit extra navigation as we're moving through moving through the month, as we're moving through the year. So that's just the beautiful way to kind of utilize them or navigate with them. So the 14 itself can represent a sensitivity to suffering. So again, with these solar flares coming in, we might just be feeling a little bit more emotionality with that. And so it could be just we're processing old emotions where we might have felt we suffered because of it, or memories might be coming up. We might have more sensitivity to suffering for people on the planet, and we could just hold more space of compassion, or be really called to do something in order to help alleviate, the suffering. And that could be really just setting an intention that, or lighting a candle every day, with intention that, anybody who's suffering on the planet and is open to receiving healing, compassion, support, that candle, that light, that intention is set for them. And that could be for all beings. It could be just, a certain person that is having a hard time. There's a lot of things happening for a lot of different people, so again, it doesn't have to be in a wider, it could be just somebody in your family, or somebody in your community, or somebody, just really close to you, or somebody you don't even know, but you've heard about it and it just really touched your heart, and you want to kind of hold some space of compassion and support. It's really powerful. The power of intention and that request, it matters. It really makes a difference. So, and it's a beautiful way for us to address suffering without ourselves taking on the suffering. So, empathically and compassionately, we want to be able to have the sensitivity of suffering and care about it. And we are going to make more impact when we actually can hold our frequency at a higher vibe. Because if we're in the same vibration, meeting a person exactly where they're at in their suffering or in their pain, or in their sorrow or whatever, then we're still holding space, but we are also in that vibration, and they're lower, heavier vibrations. So what we want to practice is being able to lift our vibration, holding love, holding peace, holding compassion as an example. And that frequency then holds space still, but it offers that person or the collective or the group, whoever we're intending, we now hold that space, and there's available pathways of healing and available pathways or currents of this different frequency that's now available to them that hasn't been before. And then it's a win-win because we also are holding a higher frequency. So it's actually much more of an impactful way to facilitate and support healing. And then we're able to ourselves feel that higher vibration. And, remember, just one person holding a vibration of love counterbalances 750,000. I was just reading this morning that one positive thought can neutralize or negate 10,000 negative thoughts. So it matters. Frequency really matters. It's very impactful. So we could just be navigating a little bit more with that sensitivity. We could also be moving some stuff through our bodies. So 14 can also represent moving consciousness sometimes through our physical bodies. And again, we've got so many things happening with the physical body because of these solar flares. I'm not going to talk too much about that because I feel it'll be really hard to kind of like discern. And that could just remember, because I want to include it because it is significant to the 14-5. And there's just so much happening. I feel like the invitation for us is just really taking care of our body in a really gentle, loving way. And when we're dealing with symptoms, if you feel called to get it checked out and you need to do so, absolutely. And just also know that we're moving a lot through our body. And so sometimes, we might just be experiencing some symptoms temporarily, and then we flush it through and we've shifted consciousness as a result of it. That will definitely be a theme for this month with this number vibration. Okay, so 6 vibration. So 6 is an interesting number because there's a lot of kind of polarity to this. I don't want to say polarity. There's a lot of different energies on the spectrum, I guess, with 6. 6 can be just so loving and so caring and just this amazing server. And then 6 can also be the tyrannical, leader. So the key is really with this month is balancing out extremes and balancing out responsibility. The themes of 6 are relationships, and relationships are a global theme right now going on as well. So this is really a great month to kind of look at our relationships and look at, first and foremost, our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with our own soul or spirit, or, all that is, like whatever the universe, like whatever resonates with you with that. And just starting to maybe cultivate that connection a little bit more, because relationships are a theme, and the more we're grounded and founded in our own inner connection with our relationship with ourself and our own soul self or spirit self, again, whatever resonates, nature self, whatever resonates with you, then the more we're able to come into all relationships and how we relate to everything from that consciousness, from that foundation, from that place. So this will be a potentially enhanced month with themes of relationships to potentially look at relationships. If you experience any turbulence or conflict, the invitation is to look at how is this helping me to come into more interdependency with myself and with the person or with the situation, because it's relationship to everything. And we're still dealing with this 8. So it could be relationship to finances, relationship to authority, relationship to power, so it could be all these things too that show up. How are we relating to it? And if it's something showing up, what is the opportunity? Is this to help shift consciousness? Do I need to process some emotions? Or is this helping me to get clear on something so I can get clear on what I want to focus on that's it's helping me to get clear that I want to focus on, say, more love, or I want to focus on, oh, I don't want this. This doesn't feel good. This is helping me to see, I want more harmony, or I want more abundance, or I want to thrive more. What would that look like for me? So this is going to be a good month for that. It's a great month to just really kind of get grounded in your home. So 6 also represents the home. And it represents, again, creative expression. So how do we want to creatively express ourselves in all matters, in all manners? And maybe this month it's going to be accentuated in the home a little bit. And so it could be just you're feeling more need to create more in your home, be home more. It could be you want to entertain more in your home. It could be you want to remodel or redecorate a little bit more in your home. And so again, it can mean a lot of things. My little buddy's coming up to say hi. He's sleeping beside me now. Okay, so 6 also represents community. So it could also be that we feel more connected to community. We're wanting to connect more to community. We're needing to connect more to community. We want to serve community in a different way, or it might just start to feel some inspiration or some stirring about doing something a little bit more with the community. So 6 is a lot with 6. It also represents self-esteem. And so again, it can be, we might have an opportunity to look at, is there something that I've been wanting to do and I've felt I couldn't do it, or I didn't believe in myself enough to do it? Or am I caring too much what other people think? Am I putting too much of my energy outward and measuring my level of lovability, worthiness, acceptability, success on somebody else's kind of opinion? So again, really watching judgments, watching how we're perceiving anything that's coming from the outer, and bringing it back to, cultivating our own stronger inner sense of self-esteem. So that will be an opportunity this month as well. So immune system, so we've got the physical body, and then we've got the immune system. 6 represents 2. So again, it could be a good month just to pay an extra attention to strengthening your immune system. Or just kind of, again, getting more sunshine, getting a little bit more exercise, getting out there, just kind of connecting with nature a little bit more. It's just to help to strengthen the nervous system, immune system, calming ourselves too, helps to strengthen our immune system. So meditation is a good theme for this month as well. So 6 represents kind of scratching the surface. Sometimes if you feel a little bit sensitive to the 6 vibration, you might feel a little apprehensive to kind of go beneath the surface. So this is a good month to kind of approach this gently if it feels a little bit challenging for you, to approach this month and say, can I settle in and go a little deeper through my meditation or through my connection? That could be, again, connecting, opening my heart a little bit more. So it's just kind of like going deeper, and sometimes for some that can feel very uncomfortable. So if it does, just, again, baby steps. And this is 6 represents also fixed ideas or beliefs, in the sense of 6 is generally we can really look at things in a way of, how am I perceiving? Let me say it this way. How am I perceiving something? Am I open to other truths? Am I open to other, kind of ideas? Is my mind flexible, or is my mind really rigid and fixed? And so this is a good month to really start to look at, I want to be in my own truth, and I want to be able to also be flexible in my mind and be open-minded to other possibilities or other truths or other things. Sometimes that can feel unsettling too when our belief systems are challenged. So the actual meditation for this month is an actual clearing statement, if you want to check that out. And that's going to help us to retrain some of these beliefs that we have, especially if you identify a pattern in your life that's been happening and you're identifying it, or that you're running some strong beliefs that aren't serving you, but you don't know how to break them, or you've tried and they're really just hard to kind of shake off. Sometimes we need to actually retrain our subconscious, and so the clearing statement is a technique in order to do that. It's very powerful. So that's something you can check out if that's of interest, because this is a great month. June is a great month to also look at that and look at, I'm ready to kind of clear out any beliefs and perceptions that are no longer serving me. And I want to step into more alignment of my highest good or my highest path. So what do I need to release and let go of, and what do I want to step more into, and how do I want to really show up. Again, show up, and that could be showing up in my relationships, showing up in my community, showing up in my families. So 6 also represents family. All right, so there's a lot going on this month in the sense of the numbers, and I think that's it. Hopefully you have a very peaceful, loving, gentle, and some fun. I hope you have some fun. It is a great month. One more thing, it is a great month to actually learn something, study something, and that's study something like outside of you. So it's a great month just to kind of, you know, pick up something, study it, or start something that you want to study. It's a great month to do that as well. All right, have an amazing month. Namaste.